So many people living here in the Valley have had to deal with skin issues involving cancer. So our next guest wants to stress how important it is to get your skin checked sooner rather than later. This is Robert Casquijo. He is with the Skin and Cancer Center of Scottsdale. He's here to talk about how they can help you with all of your dermatological needs. Great to have you here this morning.
Susan. Good to be back. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's wonderful because this affects so many folks, especially folks who've lived here their entire life. You guys are experts in skin. What all do you offer there? What do you specialize in at the center?
Well, I like to say we're a one-stop dermatology shop. That's my spin, but we do cosmetic, medical, and surgical dermatology, so we sort of do it all. One of the things we do is that it's bread and butter for us is to screen for cancer.
Right, and you do it, but so much more than just cancer. You do everything from moles to psoriasis. What other specialties do you have?
Well, the idea is we look at chronic skin diseases, but we also, the idea of screening for cancer involves things like looking at moles. We literally look at people head to toe to look at all the things on their skin to determine if they're actually cancers, maybe even pre-cancer type lesions.
Right, and you guys are using a new testing. It's really state of the art. Just talk a little bit about that, and then I want to ask you something about this bladeless biopsy that you do.
Yes. Well, typically when we examine things off the skin, we do biopsies. It's a very simple surgical procedure where you do a little numbing poke and use an instrument to take the mole or the lesion off of the skin, and it goes off to the lab for them to examine it. But there is newer technology. This sort of street name we've given it is a bladeless biopsy. Now, it is not really a biopsy as it is really a screening measure for specifically melanomas. But how it works is if you have a mole, we take a sticker and you stick it on and you peel it off. There's 4 of them, and you stick them on a paper pallet. It goes off to the lab, and they examine the cells that have come off with the sticker for certain runs of genetics in the RNA to see if it's typical of a high-risk lesion that might be a risk of melanoma.
Fascinating.
Yes. So it gives us a great idea of whether a mole is high risk or low risk.
Right,
and it's a very accurate test. It's referred to as a pigmented lesion assay by DermTech. A very incredible technology, really just available in the last couple of years, but it really has given us an incredible weapon in terms of screening for melanoma.
Especially in that genetic link, because that's so critical in finding it early rather than later. You like to educate your patients on, of course, how to maintain overall skin health. How do you go about that?
Well, when we do our skin exams, and we have many skin experts in our practice, but we talk about things like prevention, normal skin health, we talk about proper products, what you need to do. If I had to say 2 things to people, I would say number 1, don't smoke. Number 2, use your sun protection. It's really one of the most important things in terms of prevention and in maintaining health. Right,
and you use the products that we're seeing right now as well as your sunscreen each and every day. Do you take patients of all ages?
We do.
Okay.
We see all the way from infants all the way up, and I like kids, so we see them to all the way up to our elderly population.
How critical are those screenings?
Very important. It's all about prevention and early detection. Those are the keys. Early detection. We want to catch things early to avoid bad outcomes, and we want to teach prevention so you don't find yourself in a scenario of having one of these cancers.
And I know that he uses these products not only on the table, but of course your sunscreen. And you were in a Hollywood cameo, Black Panther. He had a cameo in the movie.
Yes, it was definitely something very random, and it was a very, very cool experience. But once in a lifetime, I think. I don't know, maybe it'll happen again, but look for me in the casino scene. That's
the casino scene. I was like, where were you? Where were you? Well, your face was Hollywood ready, I can tell you that.
Well, I do what I can.
There you go. Let's give you some information this morning. Skin and Cancer Center of Scottsdale has a special offer for you. The first 15 callers will receive a free overall skin health screening. That is a value of $250. They are located right there at 11,000 North Scottsdale Road, Suite 120. That is in Scottsdale. 480-596-1110 is the number to call, or visit betterskinarizona.com.